Hi, I'm Jason with Woody's Auto Sales, here to show you this 2012 Ford F350. It is the Lariat Edition. It's super nice. It's the FX4 off-road package. It's got a lot of extra features I'll talk to you about in just a second. This is my second video on this. I wanted to make a new one. In the last few weeks we've put some new tires on this vehicle, done a few other things to it that I want to discuss in the video since the last video. But at any rate, as you can see, it's white in color. It's a pearl white. It's only got 38,000 miles, super low, super well maintained, very clean. This truck was somebody's baby. They took really good care of it. They put a lot of additional features and options on it, and it had very minor damage that we'll talk about in a minute. Nothing frame, no structural damage or anything like that, and I'll go over that with you in just a moment. For right now, let's go around and do a little walk around the vehicle, show you the body and the paint. It's in excellent shape. It does have the driving lights, the tow hooks in the front. It does have the engine block heater. That's a little plug that you see down there in the front. So for the winter time around here, you can plug it in. It does have the blacked out Ford emblem in the front. Super Duty grill's in great shape. No peeling, no pitting, anything like that. It's got a brand new windshield in it. Did have a crack on this side, so on this passenger side, so we replaced that. It's brand new windshield. It has brand new tires, like I said, and they're a Cooper Discoverer ATP, and they are LT rated, so they've got the right ply rating for the sidewalls. You can still haul a heavy load. They're the correct tire for this vehicle. It does have the deluxe power mirrors, so they fold in, they extend out. They've got the signals in them, they're heated, all that kind of thing. We've got every feature those mirrors can have. And it does have the 6.7 liter Power Stroke diesel. It does have the tube style running boards. It's got the chrome wheels, mud flaps all the way around. Like I mentioned earlier, the FX4 off-road package, it's got that power sliding rear glass. It does have defrosters in it as well. It does have a bed liner in it, a sprayed in liner. It's got that. It's got the tailgate step and that bar there, and that little extension there is the hitch, or the receiver. What do you want to call it? It converts it to a smaller tube, so if you've got a smaller trailer. Actually, right now, the way it's set up is for a huge trailer, for a huge receiver there. Anyway, it's got that little adapter in there, so that comes with it, of course. It does have the backup camera right here in the handle. The tailgate's in fantastic shape. The rear bumper's in great shape. It does have the parking assist sensors in the bumper. All your trailer wiring is already right there as well. It does have, of course, trailer brakes and everything like that, being an F350. Oh, another really nice feature this has is I should have showed you this while we had the video in there. It's got a fifth wheel ready to go. The ball's turned upside down right now in there. It is a B&W trailer hitch fifth wheel right there. It does have airbags as well. If you look right there, somebody's bagged it, so you can pump those up if you have a heavy payload and it won't sag the truck down. It does have Rancho shocks on it all the way around. Keyless entry, of course, on your keys, and it does have the keypad right here, so you can put in your own combination there. Leather seats inside. 8-way power here on the drivers. The passengers also power windows, locks, and everything. Like I said, it does have the mirrors right there, and it does have the memory here. So if you want everything to be remembered when you get in, you just hit that button and it remembers where the settings are for your seat and mirrors and all your particular settings. And this is how you fold and unfold the mirrors. It does have the power pedals right here, so adjustable pedals. Does have cruise control and radio controls on the steering wheel. Does have the turbo gauge, transmission temperature gauge, and all the gauges that you'd need up there. There's your gain and everything for your trailer brakes. Has dual climate control. It has navigation, voice activated nav. Does have a sunroof. Does have the home link, so it has the garage door openers and everything wired up here so that you can program it to open up your own garage doors. Automatic dimming rear view mirror. It's just got it all. Rubber floor mats. It does have the big rubber runner in the back as well. It's in great shape. The back seat's fantastic. I mean, it looks like it's never been sat in. It's not been smoked in. It's been well taken care of. Does have the deluxe Sony sound system in here. It sounds really good as far as the stereo goes. It's got the cup holders and the console in the middle. It's just a fantastic truck. So we'll go ahead and start it up for you in a second so you can hear it. Like I said, very, very low miles, 38,000. Let's go over the damage really quick before I start it up for you. So when I bought this, it was easy to see what happened to this guy. He was pulling a trailer, and somehow, I don't know how, he lost control of his trailer. It whipped around, and we know he was pulling a trailer because it bent the other hitch. So I did replace this hitch with a brand new one. This hitch was just a little bit swung this way, and then the ball coming out of it was just bent. So anyway, he lost control of his trailer. It swung around and hit the bed somehow, and it just folded the bed up like that. Just kind of folded it up like this. It did damage the tire and the wheel, so we got a new wheel, new hubcap, new, you know, it's a chrome cap on that wheel, and then all the new tires on it. So it basically wiped out the bed. I mean, it wasn't worth repairing. So we got a new bed for it. The tailgate is the original tailgate though. It did not damage that. Had some scratches here on the side, and so I did paint the tailgate to make it all look, you know, new, because I'm painting the bed, of course. So the bed's been replaced, and then these two doors, I think that when the trailer hit him over there on that bed, it pushed him into a guardrail or something right here, because these were all rashed up, like it had scrapes all down the sides of the doors. They were repairable, but they were bent up enough and scraped enough that I calculated the hours to repair them, make them right, and it was just cheaper for me to buy new shells. So these are brand new Ford doors that I bought right from the Ford dealer. So brand new shells. The windows, regulators, all the guts and everything inside the doors are original. We just took them out of the old doors and put them in these. Everything works like it should, and so they're all ready to go. So the cab corner, I had to just do a little bit of work on it, very minor, just had scratches here. And the fender, I just blended it. It didn't have any damage on it, so to speak, just a little bit of some surface scratches, but I just blended the paint into it so it would all match anyway. So basically this side of the truck's been painted so that everything would match and blend and everything. On the other side, just the bed's been painted, and I'll walk around. It's a fantastic match. It's the pearl white. I painted it. I've been painting 30 years. I guarantee my paint work. As you can see, it's a fantastic match. I took my time, got a really good match on that, got the pearl to match perfect. So this is all original up here. Hood's original, everything's original up there. No chips or anything in that hood either, so it's in fantastic shape. Let's see, what else was I gonna tell you about it? The mirror, the original mirror was damaged, so that is a replacement mirror, and it works perfect. And somebody had put upgraded smoked lenses, which I really liked, so we did buy the upgraded smoked lenses too, so that it looks nice. They had originally orange lenses in them, so they've got orange bulbs now with smoked lenses. Looks really nice. Yeah, I mean, everything works fantastic. So trying to think of, that was about it. Oh, I remember what I was going to tell you. You can see some of the scraping right here on the bumper. I just steel wooled it and touched them up a little bit with some silver paint, just because there's some scratches right there on the bumper, but other than that, the bumper is not bent. And it's a spendy bumper. I just didn't want to buy it. I'm into the truck heavy already. I just didn't want to, I mean, I paid all the money for it because it's so nice, so low miles, and I just knew that we just had to have it. But, and we did all the work just right and replaced what it needed. We didn't just fix stuff. But I did opt not to put that bumper on there, so I'm pointing that out to you now that it does have some scratches in the bumper right there. But they're very light, and they're hard to see when it's really bright out here. Right now I can see them because it's dusk. But and then there's some scrapes on the running board right there on the side. So these are the two pieces that I just opted not to. If you want, we can hook you up with my connections to get these things, but chances are you'll be fine with them too. But that's really the only defect in the body at all. Other than that, it's very clean and very straight. But I just wanted to point that out so that you see that that's still there. I do have before pictures, and I'm happy to show you those just so that I can show you what was done. I still have the old bed in our collision repair yard, as well in our metal scrap. So I can show you the old bed too. This did have a power tonneau cover on the original bed. A very nice, and I assume pretty expensive tonneau cover. Had an electric switch, and I've got the wiring still under the truck. It's just zip tied up there for now. And so it's still running into the truck. If you're interested in that tonneau cover, I will just give it to you. One of the little rails that attach it to the bed cap, to the side of the bed, is bent. A guy could probably straighten it. I just haven't tried. Or you may contact the company that manufactures the tonneau cover, and it might be a replaceable item. So, I mean, that tonneau cover is free if you want it. Other than that, we'll probably just scrap it with the bed if nobody wants it, but it is a power, nice, heavy-duty tonneau cover. So that's something that we'll just throw in with the truck, if that's what you want. It does have a satellite radio. It has all that stuff here on the truck. Let me go ahead and pop this hood and show it to you. It does have, oh, another thing. I bought it at the auction with good batteries, and then it sat at my shop for a month or so before I had the time to get on it, and the batteries went dead. I couldn't get them to take a charge, so it has brand new batteries. So I bought these batteries, and they're from O'Reilly's, and they are accurate for the truck. They do have the right cranking amps and everything. They start this truck right up. It does have a K&N filter someone put in, and this truck gets up and moves. I had a 2015, same truck, and it was a fast truck, but I don't know why, but this truck actually feels quicker to me and more powerful. I don't know if the previous owner's done any more additional things to it. I don't see evidence of any kind of chip or anything like that, so I don't think he's anything like that, but it's a spunky truck. It gets right up after it. My other one didn't have the K&N too. I don't know if that makes that much difference. This thing just feels quick. But, I mean, from a dead still, if you punched it, I'd probably spin those tires. But anyway, it's got a lot of power. If you've driven these new 6.7 liters, you know, and this one's no exception. This one's a quick truck. It runs really smooth. I'll go ahead and crank it up and let you hear it run. Let me see if I have the keys here. And I don't. Let me grab the keys really quick. So I'm trying to think what else I can tell you about this truck. Okay, it does have one key. So I wish I had more, but it's the one key. It does have the keyless entry and everything on it, fob, but you probably want to get a second one made. $38,903 miles. 38,903 miles.
Renters insurance. Well,
turn that radio off. They're a quiet diesel. I mean, they really are. I'm impressed with how quiet these are. When that hood's shut and you're inside, you can hardly even hear it run. I mean, you hear the turbo whine a little bit, but it's a quiet diesel. So it's a super solid truck, super nice. If it had the bench seat, I've got 4 kids. If it had a bench seat, I would just keep it. But I need something with a bench, and so anyway, I honestly was looking at this for myself when I saw it at the auction, but it just doesn't fit my family. But it's a super solid Ford. I'm really happy with these trucks. I'm especially happy with this one. The way it turned out is very good. I love finding them when they don't have any structural damage, no frame damage. I was able to hear this truck run at the auction. Like I said, the batteries were still good then. It fired right up. I was able to put it into gear, even though I couldn't really drive it because of that flat tire. I was still able to I was able to feel it go into gear and know that everything mechanically was very sound, and there were no check engine lights on or anything like that. I did have the airbag light on back then because of a curtain airbag. That's one thing I forgot to mention. The curtain airbag came out on that passenger side. It's been replaced, and the computer that runs it's been replaced. So everything is working as it should. And the paint work, like I said, I'll stand behind that. I guarantee my paint work, just like we do when we fix stuff for insurance companies. I own Woody's Body and Paint. We've been here in Provo for 25 years. Please look us up and come on down and give us a call and come and see this Ford. If this is something that you've been looking for, it's in your price range, I invite you to come on down and you won't be disappointed. It's a good solid Ford. As always, thanks for looking, thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day.